Imagine buying a simple bunk bed from a second-hand shop, only to unleash 9 months of absolute chaos in your own home. Mysterious voices echoing through empty rooms, fires that appear out of nowhere, and dark figures stalking through the hallways. This is the true story of the Tallman House mystery, one of the most documented and bizarre paranormal cases ever recorded. In April 1986, Alan and Deborah Tallman of Horicon, Wisconsin, made what seemed like an innocent purchase, a used bunk bed for their family. The bed came from a second-hand shop, and they had no idea about its previous owners. But within days of bringing it home, their lives became a living nightmare. It started small, unexplained sounds coming from upstairs, cold spots that had no explanation. But then things escalated dramatically. The family began hearing disembodied voices throughout the house, and these weren't friendly, ghostly whispers. These were menacing warnings echoing through the rooms. But here's where this gets absolutely insane. Spontaneous fires started appearing throughout the house. Not electrical fires, not accidents. Fires that would materialize out of thin air and then vanish just as mysteriously. The family would smell smoke, rush to investigate, and find scorch marks on walls and furniture with no source whatsoever. Family members began reporting spine-chilling encounters with dark, shadowy figures. They described seeing witch-like apparitions throughout the house, menacing presences that would appear in doorways and hallways. These weren't imagination. Multiple family members witnessed the same disturbing phenomena. The activity became so intense that skeptical relatives refused to believe the stories, until one brave aunt agreed to house-sit. What she witnessed that night was so horrifying, so undeniably supernatural, that she called the family immediately, begging them to come home. She wouldn't even stay in the house until they arrived. On January 11th, 1988, after 9 months of escalating supernatural activity, the Tallman family made a decision that speaks volumes about what they endured. They abandoned their home forever. They packed what they could carry and never returned. Think about that. They were so disturbed by what was happening that they chose to leave everything behind, rather than spend another night in that house. When this case was later investigated and documented, it became one of the most chilling paranormal stories ever recorded. The detailed accounts from multiple family members, combined with the physical evidence they left behind, created a case so disturbing that it's still giving people nightmares decades later. Anyone who hears this story finds themselves wondering what evil force could have been powerful enough to drive an entire family from their home. What makes this case even more mysterious is that investigators never found a logical explanation. No history of mental illness in the family, no evidence of hoaxes or publicity-seeking behavior. The Tallmans were a normal military family who stumbled into something that defied all rational explanation. The Tallman House case remains one of the most documented and disturbing paranormal experiences ever recorded. To this day, no one knows what evil force was attached to that bunk bed, or why it targeted this innocent family. If stories like this send chills down your spine, smash that subscribe button for more spine-tingling mysteries. And tell me in the comments, do you think the Tallmans encountered something genuinely supernatural? Or is there a rational explanation we're missing? Sweet dreams.